What's up everyone, it's Frag here. I'm often asked on how to make gold in ESO, so in this video I'm aiming to help both new and experienced players. As some of you may know, in the past I've written text guides on gold making that were passed around the Xbox ESO community, and I decided to put that in video format so it'll always be here on my channel to reference. Now keep in mind, when you're farming gold, you get what you put in, so the more time you spend, the more you'll make. And in this video I'm going to go over a handful of ways that have worked for me in the past. Comment below if you have any other techniques you would like to share. Like, subscribe, comment. They all help me and my channel tremendously. The first technique I'm going to show you guys is one that I often send people to, and the reason I do this is, in all honesty, it takes minimal effort. This one's located right here at the Bankerai Pass Way Shrine, and you'll be going to the Fallen Grotto. So you leave the Way Shrine from here, you run on down here. There's a quest right here you can pick up that I would recommend, and that'll make it so these bears down here will not aggro to you, so you can collect scraps without messing up the rotation. As you see, there's usually a group going on down here, and they run a route right here, killing the bears and dropping scraps. And then you can either refine those scraps to try to get Drew Axe, or you can sell the whole unrefined stacks. If you're opting in for the method of refining, make sure, this is very important, make sure you have the unraveling passive. This makes it so you can refine and take out the ingredients like Drew Wax and so on. So this passive is really important if you're going to be refining. If you don't have it leveled up, don't worry about it. You can still sell the full unrefined stacks. Next up, you're going to want to type LFBG in yell chat, and you'll get a group invite shortly. And then after that, you're going to want to just hang out for like 10-15 minutes, kind of your preference. And then after you've waited up, it builds up the piles of drops and whatnot. Then you'll go ahead and you'll run around behind them and collect the scraps. You'll definitely make more gold if you pick up all the trash, and then you can sell that to a merchant. And this time, my inventory is just kind of full. Here you can see you just kind of dump it off on a merchant. You can make a lot of extra gold just selling trash gear. And then if you're CP 160, you have a chance to pick up like Spriggans and 7th Legion gear, which sells for good gold. As mentioned, the bear farm was an awesome way for you to kind of passively collect scraps and make some gold. This way is going to be quite a bit more hands-on. While it's still not complicated to do, it just involves you actually playing. So in addition to scraps, there's also all kinds of other raw materials you can find, like blacksmithing, more clothing, woodworking, alchemy, enchanting, jewelry. Just as with the bear farm, if you're planning on trying to refine all of these and sell the gold mats, I would recommend that you have the unraveling passives for each different tree. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to extract the gold tier. If you haven't leveled your crafting and you still want to make some money doing this though, you can still sell the unrefined materials. While you don't absolutely need to have a specialized build to do this, it definitely helps being able to harvest and run faster, especially when you have some competition in the area. For instance, we've got quite a bit of stamina recovery. Have the stamina recovery boon for a little bit more, so we don't have sustained troubles whatsoever. And set wise, rocking fjords for the 15% reduced costs and then 15% more movement speed. Then we're rocking Coward's gear for the 30% extra movement speed. Then on top of that, we're rocking Swift, all stam recovery glyphs. and you absolutely fly on this build. Plentiful Harvest is awesome. You can get more resources out of a node. Master Gatherer reduces your time. Then Wind Running ups your movement speed some more. So these are all awesome passives I'd recommend having. You definitely want to get these Keen Eye passives, which makes everything glow yellow. So you can see these nodes from far away. Right in front of us, there's one, for instance. Really helps you see it, especially when you're just starting and don't know what the nodes look like. Starter zones are awesome. So Betnik, I'll start here and I'll just run a loop around. Alphoan is a good one. You run a little loop around that way shrine and up, down here and back. Cold Harbor also has some good Ancestor Silk farms. Then of course running like the new zones that have good Overland sets that are profitable are awesome because you can loot chests. Another great way in addition to farming raw materials that doesn't involve initial gold investment is farming Overland sets. So you'll go to zones that have popular sets that people are trying to buy up and you'll farm the gear pieces. For instance, Delves, they drop waist, feet, unique pieces. World bosses drop head, chest, legs, weapons, unique pieces. Dolmens, like pictured behind us, drop jewelry. And public dungeons will drop shoulders, hands, weapons, unique pieces. Then, of course, there's treasure chests around the map, or Sigic portals as well, if you have that unlocked, that will drop anything. Other sets of interest are like Bright Throats, Boast, Necropotence, Spriggans, 7th Legion, etc. The list goes on. You can Google or look at popular build websites and kind of get an idea of what people are going to start buying, what builds are popular, and gauge from there. Fishing is another great way you can make gold. You can save up stacks of unrefined fish and sell them, or you could take your chance at refining them perfect roe. Perfect roe is used in a lot of recipes and Sigic Imbroses and whatnot. If you fish in areas like Artam or Somerset, you also have a chance at getting Sigic bottles that contain recipes, motifs, or materials. If fishing isn't your thing, you can always sell your fishing bait. Crafting is another great way to make gold in ESO. You can make gold through crafting by doing your daily writs, and you can get gold level materials, crafting surveys. With crafting surveys, you get a map somewhere around Tamriel, and you go to that spot and it has just an abundance of materials of that. Another way you can use crafting to make yourself gold is just crafting items people need. People always need potions and food, and you can craft those and sell them. Next up, we'll talk about weekend vendors. Each weekend, there's 2 special vendors that come to the game. The Golden is located in PvP, and the Golden will have a random necklace or ring of a few different sets. There'll be dungeon sets and then Overland sets. You can buy the Overland sets and resell those, but the dungeon sets are bound to you on purchase. This vendor also features Head and Shoulders at random, but you can't resell those. Then you have the Luxury Furnisher that visits in Cold Harbor. This vendor will have a random assortment of housing items that you can purchase with gold each week. You can in turn purchase these and wait a while and then resell it to people on the streets that may have missed it or need more of them. using AP isn't the only way that you can PvP and make gold. You can go into Imperial City and you can farm Telvar. You can farm Telvar off of killing ads or enemy players. When you kill an enemy player, you take half of their Telvar, which also is a downside because if you die, you lose half of yours. With Telvar, you can purchase gear sets in Imperial City. You can purchase alchemy ingredients or Hikijos, which are all popular things that you can sell. So maybe you're a thief or enjoy murdering. This next one's for you. Metiria Estate in Stormhaven is an awesome place for this because there's no actual guards to arrest you or kill you. Oftentimes there'll be a group here and you can join up with the group, but you'll pull all these NPCs together and you'll murder them and then loot their bodies. On their bodies is stolen items, so you'll loot the greens, blues, purples, and then you'll sell them to a fence. And once you have your ledger main leveled, you can easily make 30 to 40k per character per day. So if you have 15 to 18 characters, you do the math. Once you've been following the market and you're more familiar in advance, you can start flipping items from traders. So you'll sort by time and see the stuff that's newest listed. You'll sort through the first page or two, and if you see something that you know is listed for way cheaper than it goes for, you'll simply just buy it up and then sell it for more. A helpful key to a lot of these methods in this video of making gold are trading guilds. Now recently there was a guild finder system added that makes this way easier for you. Sort by trading guilds, and then you can read their descriptions, see which one you want to try out, what fits best for you. I know this video is rather long and may not have been the absolute best quality. This is my first video of this sort, so definitely leave comments, tell me how I did, tell me what I missed, what else I should add. Throw me a like, definitely subscribe.